Davis beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the all-time leading passer in Vanderbilt history, the veteran quarterback. It's Jay Cutler.
And while it probably hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Jay Cutler throughout his career because he's had a lot of different coaches and offensive coordinators, it also has made him extremely adaptable. There's not anything he hasn't seen or done on offense in the NFL.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is complete to Zach Miller. Give him 13 on the pickup there.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And we get a peek at the offense and a peek at Alshon Jeffrey.
An absolute matchup nightmare for any defensive back. Size, speed, terrific hands.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. The lone setback is Langford. A fake to Langford. Now Cutler. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. That is caught, and he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
Well, let's talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now it's Cutler. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Cutler again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Now Cutler. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Their big tight end, 26 yards. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They're led out by a man who started more Super Bowls than anyone in NFL history, the great Tom Brady.
I can't help but admire the career Tom Brady has had. The numbers are off the charts. The Super Bowl championships and rings, we know that they are incredible. But how about the durability? Had one season that he missed, most of that season because of a knee injury. The rest of the time, he answers the bell and wills his team to victory more times than not.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and LeGarrette Blount, the featured back.
The big knock on him coming out of college was his lack of speed, but it's definitely not his lack of power. He runs right through opposing tacklers and sets things up big for his offense.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Kyle Fuller is one of those new breed complete defensive backs. Eager to tackle, but a better cover man.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there.
You have to control the guy playing over the nose in order to run the ball up the middle against a 3-4, and they did that very well on that play. And that hurts the linebackers because what they're counting on, especially the guys in the middle, is that nose taking on 2, sometimes 3 blockers, eating those guys up and allowing the linebackers to run free and make a play. But when they control the nose, it allows other guys to get upfield to that 2nd level and block the linebackers. And now the running back's got some room to roam.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
2nd down following the run. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
They come out here in the eye. Now Cutler down around his goal line. Backing up. Unable to connect there on the pass play.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Second down now after the incompletion. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big gainer there on the trick play. 68 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It's a gain of 24 that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. A one-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of one-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional one-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On second down, here's Cutler. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rob Hausler, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will extend their lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Danny Amendola on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. We focus our attention on the Bears defense now. They simply really cannot be playing any better. They've got the shutout going. I don't know whatever these guys ate before this game, but they should do it every week.
Well, that's an alert for the chef then, isn't it? To make sure that's the menu for each and every game, because they are following a blueprint that is working so well for them. And what they're doing is giving their own offense great opportunities to put points on the board. You can't ask for much more if you're a head coach watching your defense control the game.
Boy, they have controlled it for sure.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Brady finding time. So he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Mariani. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bear. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. On 2nd down, Cutler. That is caught. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
One of my old coaches used to say that pressure bursts pipes. Pressure also leads to picks, Brandon, and there is definite pressure right here. The blitz is on, and as a quarterback, if you take your eyes off your downfield receiver for just a split second to adjust, a lot of times that's all it takes, and that may have been what happened there.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Blunt, the lone running back. They're going to give it to him running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. And there's a flag on the play. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass.
Offside. Defense. Still 2nd down.
Second and 5. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Going underneath to Blood. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third down now following the completed pass. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So on 4th down, the left-footed Ryan Allen to kick it away for the Pats. Now Mariani. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they wanted to keep that going now because once you get one, he wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time, they would intercept it. And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a 1st down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. Surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the 1st quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the 2nd one.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Cutler now to throw on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Here's Cutler to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 13 yards there on the pickup. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the
Give me the
football.
ball.
And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the red zone now, here's Cutler on first down. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Unable to connect there on the pass play.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on third and 10. Now Cutler looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. They're going on fourth down. It's Cutler. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Blunt, the lone running back. He'll get the football here. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.